Ladies and gentlemen, another issue that we're facing with the 2014 VW Jetta. I'm inside the car now and I'm going to show you guys exactly what's going on. Well, we got an engine light again popped up here, and we are at 214,000 kilometers now. 214 or 15, close enough. Yeah, so we will try to scan the car and see what we had this time. I have the feeling that it's one of the issues that I've been facing before. So anyways guys, stay tuned. Well guys, just recently we got an engine light turned on again, and it looks like we got 4 faults. We're gonna check it out, and there's a 16 problem that's showing here. I know that we had recently issue with the timing cam position situation there. It's been a year and almost 2 years now since that happened, and the car has been working well until today. No symptoms at all. I don't feel anything abnormal on the car except a little spottiness on the idle there, but other than that, could be many things in that sense. Could be misfiring a little bit. We'll definitely check and see what's going on here guys, and I'll give you guys an update. Again, back here guys, just wanted to show you the exact error codes for each one of this. It looks like we got a P0442 and yeah, and we have the other error here. Expand this baby. So we got our P0457, oh sorry, 700. So we will definitely work on the car pretty soon here. There's another video for you here, so hopefully this will help you out. Well, ladies and gentlemen, again, here's our engine fault that we have. It's the same fault that I got before. It's something to do with our EVAP. I already got the parts, and I'll be doing the EVAP canister right beside the fuel tank there. I'm aware of this issue. I think I've even mentioned it in one of the videos when we had the cam position issue. I'm so glad it's nothing to do with our timing and all that kind of stuff. It looks like what I've done on the timing positions and the whole 9 yards is helping in a lot of ways. Mainly it is because it's still in the early stage, as the engine has been deprived by oil while the solenoid and the magnet wasn't working properly. So luckily I captured that way ahead of time. And again guys, I'm not saying that that's the same situation that you have, and if you didn't caught that earlier on enough, that could lead to really destroying your cam and your intake cam. In turn, your whole timing chain in the whole 9 yards would then fall into catastrophic issues there. So yeah, if you guys are super far along in the process, then most likely you need to change your timing chain. I'm gonna say that what I've done will work. Let me just show you guys the engine here. I'm not gonna say that what I've done on this car will work the same way for you. I was just lucky enough to be able to capture it earlier on the stage, because I do maintain this car, so I will capture them sooner than most of you guys would in this case. So anyways, it's a little windy here, so hopefully the camera here is not going to pick up all the winds. But anyways guys, I'm going to be working on this car pretty soon, and yeah, I'll check back to you in a bit. We now have the Jetta on the lift. It's a lot easier to work on the car once we have it on the lift here, because we will be doing the back here basically. So the part that we are installing is basically behind or underneath the fuel port here. So basically we have to remove the underlining here and basically work through underneath here to be able to get out that part. So anyways, we have to take off the wheels as well in the process, and we'll get started. Regarding the parts that we need for this process, I have it stored here. I have it for about a year now, sitting here and having a chance to truly work on it. So actually it's right down here. That's the part number that you need in the process. So anyways guys, I will unbox this once we get the old part apart. Well, next step here guys is that we got some T20s that we need to undo to get at the fender liner here. There's one over here as well, and we will just try to fold it over this side so that way we can get at the back here. There's also one on the bottom here holding the mud flap. Gonna be pretty dusty here, guys. So, shine the light up there. So basically that's the part that we are going to be working on there, guys. Probably I'll just have to pull this out a little bit more, so give me more room here. There are a bunch of bolts that we need to undo. 3 bolts that's holding this baby. 10 mil bolts. As you can see, there's one up the top, and then one here and one over there. You start to see the other one, but the other one is just basically right there. 1, 2, and 3. And undo the clips here that is holding the hose, and we should be able to free up that thing so we can actually remove it, and I'll show you the exact removal process there. Decided to take the whole fender liner off, guys. As you can see, we now have a clear shot. So this is the fuel EVAP leak detection system basically. So we have to undo all that the bolts, so we need to remove the 3 there, and there's this connector here that we need to undo as well, and then dismantle this whole thing and replace it. I guess before we do all that bolt, might as well try to remove all our connections first. See here if I can undo this baby. Slightly tricky here. This one here is just going to press the 2 knobs in the side that should pop out. There you go. This one here, I think we need to pull this baby out. Here they lock in the back. There you go. Just press on the little tab here, and that will free it up basically. So now with all that undone, we should be able to get this whole thing down. A little rusted here. There we go. So just gotta free this pipe out so we can actually get it down here. Oops, so dusty. Oh, oh. Yeah. So dusty, guys. Oh, so there's another thing that's holding us up here. What is this? So I got a plier now. Just gotta pinch this guy out and see if I can squeeze it out. Ooh, not sure. Not sure. Oh, there you go. Just a small little nudge and it comes off. You don't need a plier for that. So now we could work off trying to get this thing out. In this process, guys, as you can see here, there's a clamp down here, if you guys can see that. So there's a clamp over here that we need to just, we will have to sacrifice that and yeah, and you find a replacement clamp for now in the process. So I'll be knocking that out so we can take this whole thing down. So just gotta clip this baby out here because we will need to undo this part. Let me see here if I can actually do this without blocking a view. Be careful on the hose. You don't want to damage the hose in the process, guys. Just gonna undo the locking mechanism on this and it will give way. So the next step here is to free up our hose. So in here, just be careful when you're doing this because you might damage the hose itself in the process. So what you can do is you can either get something, a plier, and try to twist it, and it should break the bond. Oops. My light fell off here, guys. So anyways, I'm going to try and remove this thing and make sure I don't damage it in the process, and I'll show you guys after the fact because there's not enough room to work on it from here. Alright, here's our EVAP leak detector now. Basically, we will have to remove this guy. It's mounted on this brace basically, and there is another T20 here that's holding it basically here. There's two T20s, it looks like, or three, and we're just gonna undo this three T20s and we should be all good to go from there. So let me just get my impact here. So we'll try and get the middle one first. And the second one. The third one. So, and again, the orientation of it is basically in this manner. So just keep it that way. And there is definitely a mounting bracket here that, or mounting points here that you use to be able to put it back. And here's the new part, just to compare the two side by side. So that way, just to make sure that we got the right part. Yeah, no, they both look the same, as you guys can see. Let maybe put it this way so you guys can see exactly the two parts. And yeah, no, that's looking good. It's probably what we need in this regard. Maybe I'll set that like that so that way we have a thumbnail. And maybe move this camera over here to get the thumbnail going there. So yeah, so anyhow, so we'll install this thing back. So basically the same thing, they look exactly the same. Slightly dirty obviously here because it's used. I did used a DW40 just to loosen the hose there a little bit because it was a little finicky there and I wasn't able to remove it. So in this case here, we'll just put this thing back. And the position of this, oh yeah, that goes over there. So maybe we can install this now so that way you don't have to worry about it moving around. It kind of helps us position it. Yeah, there you go. So yeah, it's sitting a lot better with this on because this was kind of preventing me from getting it straight. So that's perfect. And then just finger tight the bolts. Working with the gloves sometimes is just finicky there. So let me just drill this baby in now. Not too much, just enough. The third one. Don't over torque it because there's a plastic there. You don't want to break the plastic in the process. So what you do is just look at how far along the bolt is going. And don't go zipping this thing because you might break the plastic and now you need a new part. Need to buy a new part in that case. So now it's all pretty much set here. We just got to undo this once we install it in, but we'll do that once we get it up there. So anyways, that's gonna go up this way and we should be all good to go. Time to install our part back in. Basically is a reversal of the whole installation process. As you guys noticed here, I already pre-set our clamp there. Anyhow, I'm gonna put this in now and install the rest of the items later here in the process. Maybe I will put this one now because it's a little tricky. Here we go. Because this whole assembly is kind of on the way, so if you do it now, you should be able to get it going better than trying to do it later on. And this baby in. Again, this is on the way. Put that out on the side again. It fell off in the process there. Hopefully I'm not blocking your view, guys, but so now you gotta put the clips on and then there we go, in place. And then get our 10 mils, our bolts. Lastly, get our wire tucked in the back here. Well, let's just install it in first. There you go. Clip it in. There you go. Pretty much all done. Just to make sure that we got enough tightness there for the clamp. And way to go. We'll just install our fender liner and we'll rescan the car and see how it goes. All right, I'm inside the car now. So moment of truth. I guess to start the car up and see if we still have the engine light on, and we'll do scan again here shortly. I guess it's still on here, but technically might have to clear the fault or something like that, or scan again and see if we have that fault still, the error still. So anyhow, so we just started the scan and we got 6 fault or 6 errors. We might have to clear the fault codes up and see if it ever comes back there. So I'm not sure if it just automatically clears itself out in the process. Anyways, I'll check back with you guys once it's all done. So similarly, we got 4 faults. Obviously, we now probably need to clear the faults up there, but we have, well, at least we got one off, one of the error code, because now we only have the EVAP emission system leak detection. So I'm not able to open it up here, but what we can do here is just try to see if I can clear the fault for the time being, and then see if it ever come back here, because I don't have the other EVAP emission is now green, so it doesn't look like it is airing out now. But somehow I cannot open this red one here. So let me see if I can just clear this baby out. Let me see, go back. So clear all the faults and see what happens here. And then we'll drive the car around, and we'll probably come back here in the next couple days and see if the faults will ever come back in the process here. We're now into the following week, guys, and we're here inside the Jetta again, and we're about to start the car up here and to see where we're at with the engine light EVAP issue here. So anyways, it's just to start the car up here, just to show you guys what's going on. Well, as you can see, the engine light is no longer showing up on us. We now have a service light turned on, and we gotta service this car pretty soon. But other than that, we are pretty good. It looks like I'm gonna try to scan the car here, and then see if it's still showing up, and if there's some errors still, then we can rectify the issue. So I'll get back to you in a little bit here. All right, we got our OBD11. Time to connect. I'll have this connect, and then we'll get back to you shortly here. Now time to scan. All right, we do have 4 faults. Just look into this quickly here. So faults. So yeah, it looks like cooling fan control circuit is what's left on the engine side of things. So looking good. It doesn't look like we do have any issue with the EVAP now. As you guys see, it has cleared pretty good. I just gotta figure out what's going on here with the cooling fan. And back to the rest of this fault. It's just basically the other things that I have going on this car. Control electronic system, navigation, because we do have a swapped head unit. and the radio thing. So nothing else in the engine point of view. So it looks like we're all good to go here, guys. Yeah, since I have you guys here, so basically, as you can see, a lot of you guys are questioning about the timing chain and the cam timing issue that we're dealing with at some point. Now we're into possibly the second year of that fix, and till to date, we haven't had any issue yet. Keep my fingers crossed. We've been pretty much keeping up with the oil change in a smaller interval. Instead of 10,000 kilometers, I'm doing it at 5,000 kilometers. And at the same time, I keep on topping the engine with oil, because I notice the car now do consume oil from time to time. So I just got to make sure that we're always topped up. And at the same time, you know, oil changes are very important, and the car seems to be working just fine. No ticking, no clicking yet on this. At some point in time, obviously, we will be doing a timing chain on this car at some point in time, and when that happens, we can definitely show you guys another video there. So anyways, we'll call this a win. Until next time, another peace out.